Hello everyone! Yes, we're getting back into the Star Wars card game, the LCG from Fantasy Flight Games. Fantasy Flight Games announced a little while back that the game is going to stop. It is done, they say it's complete, and thus they will not release any new packs, except for the ones they have already announced. So, this game is complete, and that's the whole reason that I decided to buy it. So yeah, today I'm going to open up jump to Lightspeed force pack, and every week I will try to open up a pack until I completed it all. That's right. Right, this is from the Rogue Squadron cycle. It doesn't say which of the 6, but yeah, it's from the Rogue Squadron cycle. So I bought this one first because of, yeah, well, Han Solo is on the front, so I'm guessing he's in the deck as well. And let me tell you, I already took a sneak peek, and yeah, he is. So, what do we have here? Oh, right, it came with a little folder that tells you what is new for the pack. And the new keyword is Pilot X. New keyword allows a unit to enter play as an enhancement attached to a friendly vehicle unit. Right. Now, I haven't played the game in, well, since I've opened up the other packs in Dutch. So I don't really remember how the game works, but I remember some part of it, so excuse me if I make some silly mistakes here. And yeah, I did open up the core set in Dutch and the hot cycle in Dutch. I will eventually replace them in English. I've already done that with the core set. I've got one core in English and one in Dutch now, so I just want everything in English. It's a whole lot easier with wording and rules, etc, etc. Right, let's get into the pack. As always with LCGs, you get a play set of the cards, and in this case that's 2. So we start off with the objective, the Reawakening, and for some of you who don't know this LCG, deck building is very unique in that you have pods to work with. If you, for example, want this objective in your deck, you have to play the other 5 cards that go with it. And it says, all right, here, it's all number 169, but it's 1 of 6, 2 of 6, 3 of 6, etc, etc. So you cannot leave out one of these cards. You have to play with all of them. And that's pretty interesting. So first of all, for the Sith affiliation, we have the Reawakening, which grants 1 resource when exhausted. And that's the reaction after you win a force struggle. Look at the top 2 cards of a player's deck. Discard one of those cards and return the other to the top of the deck. I don't really remember what the symbol on the bottom here is, so I will not go into that, same as I don't know what these symbols were. I do know that this was the cost. That's pretty universal for any other card game as well. Right, as a character here we have Arden Lin, which costs 4. It has 3 ranged icons and 1 melee. And while it is not the draw phase, this unit gains reaction. After this unit is discarded from hand or deck, put it into play. So, yeah, that really works well together. And that's the whole point, you know, each pod works well together. Well, that's the idea. And it's a force user. Darkside Apprentice costs 2, has 2 symbols, 1 ranged, 1 melee. Also force sensitive, nothing special there. Return to Darkness costs 1, and it is an enhancement. Enhance a force user or force sensitive unit you control. These are both that. And it has the interrupt. When enhanced unit leaves play, return it to the top of your deck instead. Give in to your anger. Costs 1 and it's a force event. As an action, discard the top card of your deck. Deal damage to a target enemy character or creature unit equal to the discarded cards printed. Force icons. Alright, these were force icons, so in this case 4, in this case 1. Right, and we get 2 of those in that pod, so all of these cards work really well together, and we get them times 2, of course. Then for the, what was this, the Scum affiliation, I believe. Behind the Black Sun. gives you 1 resource, and it is also an objective, of course. Reaction. After edge stacks are revealed, I don't know what that is. Choose a card in an edge stack. That card gains 1 force icon until the end of the edge battle. Right, like I told you guys, I have the core set in Dutch and the host cycle as well, so I played this game in Dutch. I really don't know what the translation for edge stack would be, so I have no clue what this was. Right, we have a character named Guri, which is an assassin. It's a droid. Oh, nice. 2 ranged icons, cost of 3. Reaction. After you lose an edge battle by 2 or more force icons, put this unit into play from your hand as a participating unit on your side. You strike first in this engagement. Freelance Assassin. Cost 1. It has 1 ranged. That's it. Hidden Vibro Knife for 1. Enhance a character or droid unit. Enhanced unit gains range icon. Reaction. After you lose an edge battle, put this enhancement into play from your hand, attached to an eligible participating unit. And for 2, threat removal, which is an event. Reaction. After you lose an edge battle by 2 or more force icons, return a target participating unit without an enhancement on it to its owner's hand. And we have the Heat of Battle, which is a Fate 6 card. Deal 1 damage to a target participating enemy unit. Now, wasn't this one of the cards that went into an edge battle? Is that what an edge battle was? Huh. And of course, times 2. Next up, we have a Jedi objective. The Forgotten Masters grants 1 resource. And as the forced reaction, after an edge battle resolves, set the balance of the force to the side of the player that won the edge battle. Oh, that sounds really nice. Huh. Terasa, it has, several icons. Oh, well, now I'm really confused about the other. Huh, right. Well, now I don't know what these icons were. Oh my god. Well, she costs 4. She has some icons, 5 pieces in total. And this unit gains edge 2, while you have the most units committed to the force. Alright. Lost Master for 1. This unit is considered committed to the force. This commitment does not cost a force card. Force Reaction. After this unit enters play, an opponent may spend 1 resource to return it to its owner's hand. Cool. And a Gift from the Past, which costs 0. Hey, is that Watto? Ha! Nice. And that's a Jedi Holocron. Action. Remove a target unit you control from the force. Then commit a different target units you control to the force. Alright, that's interesting. And Echoes of the Force, which is a Fate 5 card. You may commit a target unit to or remove a target unit from the force. Right, so this really works with committing to the force. Then we have a Rebel objective, which is Heroes of the Rebellion. Grants 1 resource and your piloted vehicle units cannot be targeted by enemy card effects. We have Tycho Kelchu, which is a 2-cost character. With Pilot 1, Enhanced Fighter unit gains shielding and protect vehicle. Cool. I don't know what that means, but sounds cool. Wes Jensen. Ah, nice. For 3, we get a Pilot 2. When this card is piloting a speeder or fighter unit, this card gains action. During an engagement, focus this card to deal 1 damage to a target participating unit. If the balance of the force is with the light side, deal 2 damage instead. Rogue 6 for 2. While this unit is piloted, it gains a ranged icon. If the pilot is Wes Jensen, it also gains targeted strike. Cool. Oh, targeted strike, that was the other one. But then I don't remember what is dark and what is the light icon. Well, anyway, we now know that it's targeted strike. Rogue 9 for 3. While this unit is piloted, it gains +1 damage capacity. If the pilot is Tycho Kelchu, it gains +3 damage capacity instead. Ready for takeoff. It's an event for 1. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for any number of unique rebel fighter, speeder or pilot cards units. Reveal them and add them to your hand. Shuffle the remaining cards back into your deck. We get those ×2 as well, of course. Now we get to the... Alright, so this was villainy then, and this is then scum. I really don't know it anymore. Well, that bucket of bolts gives 1 resource. Smugglers and spies affiliation only. That's what it was. Smugglers and spies. And as an action, focus this objective to attach a pilot unit you control to a friendly vehicle unit as a pilot enhancement. Han Solo. For 4. Well, he is a scoundrel, yes. We get a pilot 2. Reaction after enhanced unit is declared as an attacker. Target an enemy unit. That unit cannot be declared as a defender during this engagement. Alright. Millennium Falcon. Elite Edge 1. Action. Remove this unit from an engagement. Limit once per phase. There's a lot of icons over here. And it costs 5. Then we have for 0, Well Paid. It's a limited event. As an action, reduce the cost of each pilot and each vehicle card you play this phase by 1. And we get a Heat of Battle. Fate 5. Deal 1 damage to a target participating enemy unit. And that's it. Well, I have a lot to learn. I really forgot about most of the game. Next week, I promise you guys, I will have some more information on what all this stuff is. Not for this pack, but for the next pack. So, stay tuned and yeah, see you all next week. Bye-bye.